Disappointing setback for a man serving life in prison for a murder he says he did not commit. Lawyers from the Michigan Innocence Clinic filed a new appeal for Justly Johnson last December.
And now we've learned that Johnson is back to square one with his appeal because the court misplaced his paperwork. Action News investigator Scott Lewis uncovered the new information that led to this latest appeal. And Scott, Johnson has to be disappointed.
Oh, he is, Diana. Johnson thought what we uncovered could convince a judge to give him a new trial. He's been waiting in prison for months for a decision. Now he finds out the judge hasn't even looked at his appeal because it somehow got lost in the system. Justly Johnson is almost 13 years into a life sentence for the 1999 Mother's Day murder of Lisa Kindred. She was shot sitting behind the wheel of her minivan with her 3 young kids in the back seat. Last December, lawyers for the Michigan Innocence Clinic filed this new appeal on Johnson's behalf, based in part on information uncovered by the 7 Action News investigators. When the lawyers called recently to check on their appeal, they were surprised when they found out the paperwork had been lost and the judge had never even seen their appeal.
You know, I'm hurt because I've been sitting up here waiting all this dang on time, thinking that it's filed and everything. And the judge gonna make his ruling any day now, and it's lost. And that's 4 months of my life down the drain again.
Just as lawyers were preparing to refile the motion, a clerk for Judge Prentice Edwards told them the paperwork had been located. Innocence lawyers are taking their setback in stride.
It's unfortunate, but these things happen. The Wayne County courts are extremely busy. They have thousands of motions a year, and it's bound to happen that something gets misplaced.
Now, since they're starting from scratch, the lawyers have added something new to their latest appeal. Information from the victim's sister, Jody Gonterman, who works as a police officer in New Mexico. According to the court filing, Lisa Kindred told Gonterman in a phone conversation a year before she was murdered that if anything ever happened to her, she wanted Miss Gonterman to look at Miss Kindred's husband, Will Kindred, as a suspect. Innocence Clinic lawyers say that information was withheld from Justly Johnson's defense lawyers and should be grounds for a new trial.
And we look forward to the judge giving our motion a fair look and hopefully ultimately proving our claim in court.
Justly Johnson and his co-defendant Kendrick Scott were convicted on what critics say was slim and contradictory eyewitness testimony. Innocence lawyers from Wisconsin and Michigan have been working to get Johnson a new trial, and now they've decided to take on the case of Johnson's co-defendant Kendrick Scott as well.
All the evidence that proves Justly innocent applies to Kendrick equally, and we believe he's innocent, so we want to also help him and prove his innocence in court.
Lawyers from the Wisconsin Innocence Project discovered early on that Lisa Kindred's husband, Will, had a long history of domestic violence and had threatened to kill her and the kids. That information was never uncovered by the police, nor was it disclosed at trial. Will Kindred strongly denied any involvement in his wife's murder when I spoke with him. Now Justly Johnson waits again for this appeal, number 4, to be ruled on by Judge Edwards.
And I know, Scott, you're also trying to find another witness in this case. Who are you looking for?
It's a guy named Tone. I only have a street named Tone. He lived on Bewick near Warren. Right before the murder, he was going around telling people, get in the house, something's about to go down. I need this guy's first and last name. It's crucial to the case. If someone could help me out, I'd really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, Scott.
Someone knows something. Thank you.